All right, let's get rolling on the 13-week out vlog. I'm super excited. This is my last leg day before my competition prep cut starts. So I started my session with hip abduction. This is a standing machine. I love it. I love how it engages my glutes. I'm really thinking about feeling the outside of my glutes during the whole movement. Slow and controlled is always key. And I did about 10 to 12 reps here. And then I moved into the 45-degree back extension. I really like to press my hips into the pad and make sure I have enough space to go all the way down. So I do set that pad a little bit lower. I started off with a warm-up set of no resistance, and then I'm going to proceed into adding a plate. I believe this was a 25-pound plate. Same position here, really pressing into that and utilizing my hamstrings and glutes to get myself back up. You really want to take things slow and controlled, as always, to have the best form and engagement of your glutes. So now my glutes are primed and ready. We are ready to go for barbell Romanian deadlifts, or RDLs. This is my first set. I'm not really counting this as my working set. I do add more weight as we go along here. I do warm up with the bar, then I add the 45s, and then I actually add some 10s. And I really love this. I love these for glutes. The key to having really good RDLs is to engage your core. Make sure you're keeping that tight during the movement pattern. You want to make sure you're pushing through your feet using the soles of your feet to drive that up. And then I move into squats. So I love squat patterns. They're so fantastic for building up your legs with glutes. I really want to build up my leg size. So I do squat every week. So these are back squats. And then I move into front base squats with the plate behind me, just more like a goblet squat that way. And I'm very upright to engage the quads. I definitely want to have bigger quads, and I'm excited about that. So then here I'm going to check out, do I have a pump? Feeling good about it. I like my glute pump here.
All right, we are officially day one of prep. I am working out at home today. It is Monday. I work out at home on Mondays. And let's see. I gotta get a little pre-workout in me. This is the Outlift Clinical, and you guys will see all of my supplements up there. What's good about working out at home, though, is I can come back in and fill up my cup. Clearly, to start my day, I need some pre-workout. So I do eat a little bit of a smaller meal on Monday because I am literally like eating and then going in the garage. I do have the garage open right now because I am heating it up. I put a heater on. I'll fix that later. I'm trying to be quiet because our daughter is sleeping. She's off from school today. I do have childcare from 9 to 1. I have a babysitter, and then I have my mom coming to help so I can work. I got to get to my clients and do their stuff. So I need that time. She's typically at school for 8 hours so I can work. So if you wonder why I'm always up early training, it's because I do work full-time coaching, and I'm a mom, so I have to fit it all in. So the best time of the day for me to get my workouts in most of the week is early. One day a week I have to go after I drop her off. So I have shifted my client check-ins on Thursdays. I keep it very minimal, and then most of my check-ins are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then Friday I keep free, just due to traveling, for competitions or events that I'm doing, and if I have, a client that has a competition on Saturday, I'm able to do their stuff on Friday pretty easily, make sure I'm very attentive. And then also Fridays, I do a lot of program updates So that's my day. Like if someone signs up for coaching or if people are due for workout updates, Friday's my day to do that. I also do posing clients on Fridays. Or if I have like appointments. So I like to keep Friday for that day. Also is a great day to do content creation as well. So I'm going to drink this. We're going to get on the treadmill, warm up, and I'm going to have a banana. So I'm going to weigh that out and get to an upper body day. And hopefully she sleeps until 8 today, but we'll see. All right, so this definitely was a big banana. So I use Fat Secret. This is my app of choice. I've been using it for a decade, I'm pretty sure. I am a long time user of Fat Secret. All right, so I'm gonna eat this. Got my pre-workout. I'll drink this on the treadmill and we're gonna get it done. All right, I'm on the treadmill and I'll probably be on here like 25 minutes to warm up, get my pre-workout drink in here, and start getting on my daily steps. So daily steps are 10,000 a day. I don't think they've changed yet. I check in on Wednesday. I'll just clarify then. The food dropped 180 calories. I did update my macros in my app. I am sitting around the 116s for weight, and I think we're assuming we're coming in bigger this season, but who knows? Who knows? If you guys don't know, my height is like 5'1.5" to like 5'2". Depends like on the day. But I am shorter, so my stage weight last season was 106 to 107. When I was 107, they said a little bit leaner. When I was 106, they said a little bit fuller. I'm laughing because I'm like, so where do we go? Because like it was like 106.4 and 107.4. So I'm like, do we need to be 106.8, 107? But I do think I've put on at least a pound of muscle. Come on, definitely put some muscle on. So hopefully I'm like 108, 108 on stage. But it's all about the look at the end of the day. But yeah, so we kick off prep, which is crazy exciting. A lot of thoughts about that. A lot of thoughts. Gonna be a wild time to be alive. So when I'm on the treadmill, I do work on content. I'll respond to my clients, pep my clients up. I have a community chat for my clients, so I like to get in there and say good morning. Actually, I do that in bed. I love my clients. I just want to make sure that they know I'm there in the chat, and if they ever have a question or they need a push, I'm in there. So that's what I do when I'm walking, getting my steps. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll show you guys some of my workout today. Warm-up sets here, but let's get to recording before my daughter comes in. So I'm gonna do face pulls laying down. This takes out the traps. All right. So full stretch up. I'm gonna pull down with my rear delts. So cold. Sorry, I'm singing.
The other thing I like to do laying down is upright row. So this also eliminates the traps. So that pull's coming from the delts. Whew. The initial start of the pull does come from shoulder, but you're going to want to pull down with your lat and then pause. Full stretch up. Ugh. Ooh. I'm gonna do 2 sets with this one because it's my favorite. And then I'm gonna do some single arm. Wider back, y'all, wider back. So same thing. So I'm pressing my scapula down here. See that? It takes the traps out. Better stretch up. Ah, there you go. 1. I don't count that first one. 2. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Woo. So now I'm going to switch this out for a single handle. I'm gonna add this one today. I have a shorter one, but this one's a little bit longer. I'm gonna pull down the weight since it's single arm. I'm gonna start with my left since this is my weak side. It's gotten better, but let's start at this level. I don't know what the weights are on this one. So press this down. Oh yeah. So when I train any body part, I want to feel everything move. So that's why it's important to hydrate properly before you work out and to get some carbs in so you can actually feel those muscles. If they're not filled up, it's really hard to feel them. So, whew, water, hydration, carbs. So you'll see me during my training have a shaker cup. This is filled with Nutrex Research EAA plus hydration and the creatine for women. So I drink this during my workout into post-workout. So there's a chance I don't drink this whole thing today during my workout. Leg day I seem to like get through the whole thing, like the whole time. But I finish it out on my way home, or I'll finish it out post-workout. Definitely makes a difference. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the other side. All right, let's get this other side. All right, so Arabella is up. I'm gonna cut the recording, get this workout done, and catch up with y'all soon. All right, good morning. Good morning. So yesterday turned out to be a crazy day, being completely overwhelmed with managing, doing stuff at home with my toddler. Even though I had a sitter and my mom to help, it was tough. So anyway, I went dark for the rest of the day on here, but that's okay. I'm already like mid-workout, but I want to show you guys what I'm doing today. All right. So I'm just going to show you this part of my workout. I've already warmed up with adduction, abduction, and calf raise. And I've been over here, I've already done several sets. This will be my last set, but I really like to prime the glutes, hit the glutes, and then I move into full leg. So these are banded clamshells. This is the B galvanized band, extra heavy. And I like to make sure I position it where I could feel it. I'm all about feel, I tell you guys that with training. So I'm going to have my feet together, open, away, pause. You should feel it on the glute. When I turn around, you guys can see where I'm feeling it. Honestly, I could go for a heavier band. I could probably put a plate right here and make it heavier. That's okay. Slow and controlled always. Oh yeah, now I'm feeling it. The key to glute training is hitting all angles. Phone's in the way. Getting my messages from my girlfriends. I talked to cancel Siri. Siri's busy, man. I talk to my girlfriends every day. So when I'm opening here, this is all of the glute that I'm feeling. Right here, here, a little bit into here, a little bit in the thigh. Do just some straight leg kick back. I'm all about feeling it. And just a reminder, this is accessories to the bigger lifts. This is like priming and shaping the glute, but the big moves are going to be your builders. Also, by doing exercises in these different positions before the big moves, you can feel your glutes more. I need to start moving. I have a time limit. As a mom, I have a time limit. Frog hypers with a Smith machine. Everyone said, how do you get it so it doesn't rotate? Well, you hope and pray. No, you can put like a weight or like a cuff or something. I don't have any. I'm mine at home. But I like to grip the bench. This is my favorite Smith machine for this. I like to grip the bench here with my hands. I press my core into the bench. My feet, I like to turn outward a little bit. You want to be on the end so you have enough range of motion, and just don't move your feet. And really grip hard. Ready? One more. Ooh. Okay, that was my last set. You gotta grip the bench. That was a game changer. All right, and now it is check-in day. So I like to go through my posing routine about 3 times before I take the pictures. So this is the first time I'm going through my posing routine today, and I'm feeling good. I like this new color. We're gonna play around with colors for all the check-ins, and I'm feeling good about my physique. I did lose a little bit of weight this week, just being very consistent, and happy with my starting point for this prep. And I will give you guys that update momentarily after I send in my check-in and give you guys a rundown of what the plan is as we head into 13 weeks out. All right, so today has been extremely busy. Yeah. So I dropped my daughter off at school, and then I had to get to 10 client check-ins. So I got those done this morning, and I had a posing session virtually. I had a coaching inquiry call, and then I also did an interview for Beyond the Stage TV, and I talked about Fit Model. I did have breakfast, but I have not eaten since, and it's 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna eat something quickly, and then I'm gonna get my steps in. I have not gotten those done, and I'm gonna get some cardio in. I'm probably not gonna get my full session in. I'm probably gonna split it up. I have 2 courses to listen to between 2 and 4, and I have to pick up my daughter in the meantime. So I keep up with coursework for my continuing education, for my occupational therapy license and my personal training certification, and 1 is for each. So I'll be doing that. 1 is about behavioral changes for clients, and then the other one is exercise protocols for elderly. So gonna work on those while doing cardio. I was gonna go to the gym to do cardio, but that's gonna just take more time out of my available time. And I can just go in the garage and do the treadmill and have my laptop and do that. Also work on my content while doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan for right now. I got my check-in response, and the plan is to keep things the same. The nutrition just changed on Monday. So we're gonna roll with that for a little bit and check back in next week. My current nutrition is 59 grams of fat, 233 grams of carbs, and 109 grams of protein. And my rate of change, just from being consistent, has been 0.3 pounds a week. I am ovulating, and I did use the bathroom after I weighed in, but I was 115.8. I'm assuming I'm probably 115.4 after utilizing the restroom, but mid 115s, which is where we wanted to end my off season anyway. And now this is our starting point for prep, which is fantastic. The goal is 6 to 8 pounds loss for stage, give or take. And then, peak me into the competition. That is a little bit more than I was last season, but of course, based upon feedback, we'll go from there. But we do think I've put muscle on and I'm leaner. So I should be able to come in a little bit bigger, which the goal for me was to come in fuller because that was my feedback. So you can be fuller and be a similar weight, but ideally I want to be fuller, a little bit bigger on stage, just to make sure I'm on par with the other athletes that went pro. So that's the goal. And I'm looking forward to things. I'm very excited. I know I told y'all the shows I picked, but I'm just gonna be honest. There is another one in the works, but there's definitely another one that over time I have determined I'm gonna do. And I'm going to start with Girl Power end of April in Orlando. And then there's gonna be a couple weeks off. I booked my trip to Pittsburgh. So I'm going to go to Pittsburgh Pro. And then the weekend after is Miami Pro. And I'm gonna do my Masters debut. So I'll be competing. There's a Masters Pro. And then the following weekend, there's another option, Southern USA, that has Open and Masters. So just depending like how I'm doing in the season, how I'm placing, what's realistic, I'll go from there. Either way, I am doing Tampa Pro. That show is very important to me. It was the first shows I went to as an amateur, like back in 2012, I want to say. 2012. So I'm definitely going to do Tampa Pro. That one's the closest one to me, no matter what. So he does have Masters as an option. So if I'm not doing well in Open, I have masters as a decision, and then just continue to assess how I'm doing. It could be my last show of the season. I don't know. Just depends how I'm doing. So that's how I'm going to determine my show schedule. And the last thing is, two more things. I did partner with the beauty company Stage Ready Hair on Instagram. You can look them up. Elaine does my makeup, and she works with Charity, who does my hair, and I loved my glam for my first show. Even though my physique wasn't exactly what I loved, I just loved how my hair and face looked. So that was so important to me that I have the glam up to par. So I have partnered with them. I can offer you guys a discount now. The code is BShay, so you can check out their show schedule and book with them. You can also DM them and say, hey, do you know of anyone going to a competition? Can you help me out? So excited to partner with that. And then with Toxic Angels bikinis, I loved the hollow emerald that I wore today, but I'm still in debate. Do I do purple? Do I do green? So I am going to continue to play around with the colors, but I'm leaning still towards purple. You guys can also use my code BShay to save on Toxic Angels. If you guys have any questions at all, I would love to help you guys, whether it's your nutrition, your workouts, your posing, just some insider information about like competing. I am here to help. You guys can follow me on Instagram, BShay Fit. I'm also on TikTok, BShay Fit. Facebook, you guys can find my page, Brittany Shay. I would love to chat with you guys. I'm also accepting new clients for lifestyle or competition prep. But you guys, if you're loving this stuff, you're loving the exercise routines that I do, I write my own programming. And if you feel like you need to level up on your training, let me know. I do workout only programs, and I also do the one-on-one coaching. Like, you don't have to compete to get amazing results. I tell you guys that all the time. I have a lot of lifestyle clients that are killing it. Their waists are getting small, their glutes are getting big, their quads are looking nice. Like, I could totally help you guys with that. And I am accepting new clients. And if you want to level up your posing, whether you're a beginner or maybe you're trying to get your pro card, I would love to help you guys. You guys can book on my calendar. It's easy, it's direct. You don't have to set up a consult with me for that. We could just do one-off sessions whenever you want. I work with anybody. It's not to certain teams or coaches. You don't have to be a client of mine to work with me for posing. I would love to help you guys. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. The more you can engage, the better I can put out content for you.